Eventually, a time comes in every narcissistic relationship when the wife turns silent. She stops smiling or interacting and becomes a highly reactive version of herself. Most people think, oh, she has gone crazy, she has lost it, she's insane, she's oversensitive, she's exaggerating things. And then they say nasty things like, oh, he's right. He has to treat her that way because she's a destructive human being. Nobody takes a step back and asks, what turned her into who she is today? What is happening? What part of story do we not know? Consequently, she is isolated. Let's talk about all of this further in this episode and understand why she shuts down. I'm Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Today, we are going to focus on how a wife turns silent in a narcissistic relationship. Before we get started with the main topic, here is a small announcement. I am running a holiday offer on all my best selling courses. I'm offering 75% flat discount on four of my major courses. Number one, Heal After Narcissistic Abuse in 5 practical steps. Two, How to Break the Trauma Bond. Three, Master Co parenting with a narcissist. Number four, How to Heal After Surviving a Narcissistic Parent. If you want instant access, click the I button above or the link in the description before the discount runs out. The primary reason behind her collapse is tiredness. Believe it or not, she is done with giving. She has offered every bit to this relationship, to this marriage. And the crazy thing is, the most painful thing is, nothing has worked. That husband, that monster, is worse than how he was. And she can't take it anymore. She feels defeated. She feels helpless and hopeless before the situation. The relentless cycle of high highs and low lows has left her tired. I should say numb, not only towards the main narcissist, but towards the world at large. She has totally suppressed her expectations. Why? Because her expectations were never met. She gave him time, she gave him chances, she was there for him. She tried to understand his pain. She tried to love his inner child. She tried to love his trauma, but he took advantage of it. And that has given her a big moral wound. Moral wound is left when you are betrayed in the worst way possible, when your empathy is taken advantage of, and that is what has happened to her. The world looks at her silence, but nobody knows what turned her into a bitter version of herself. She has accepted her new normal, where she now knows she's living with a flatmate, a roommate who has no emotions whatsoever. She has tried her best to create a bond with him, but he doesn't respond. He does the opposite. He takes advantage of her compassion. And every single time she trusted him, he ended up cheating on her in one way or the other. So she has given up on everything and she is really reactive because what else can you do in a situation where the other person is nothing but a damn predator? The unacceptable and the unimaginable thing is that her silence is interpreted as acceptance or permission by that narcissist. Now that she has shut down, he thinks, oh, she's okay with me abusing her continuously. Oh, I can walk over her like she's a doormat. Oh, I can puppeteer her. I can pull her strings, push her buttons. Nobody is going to say anything because people believe me. When she reacts in public. Or when she will react, I will take a video and show everybody how she has lost herself, how she has lost her mind. Then what will she do? She will become a smaller version of herself. She will hide herself from her own eyes because of the guilt that I will induce. Eventually, she will feel obligated to fix the situation. She will feel trapped, which means I have all the space, all the freedom to rule over her mind. Now you tell me, if that is not evil, what is? Her silence is not agreement, though. It is her protest. She does not know how else to deal with him, what else to say. She's not giving him silent treatment. She only knows how to remain silent, because by remaining silent, she is able to keep him at an arm's length. When she doesn't say anything at all, he does not get any supply, even though he tries to push her buttons, because he has to make her feel something to matter. Most of the times, she doesn't say anything. She eats, sleeps if she can, cries a lot, feels really lonely, tries to seek support, and then lives in that prison. Of course, she is trying to leave. Of course, she wants to get out, but it's not that easy. Probably finances. He's controlling her finances. Maybe children are involved, and she's afraid that they might get tortured if she's not there for them. Maybe he's threatening her with taking full custody. Who knows? She feels really isolated. Why wouldn't she feel irritated? Why wouldn't she feel aggravated when all the time she feels the sky is falling on her? Her life has turned into a major catastrophe. Why wouldn't she be disconnected from her reality? How would she be able to make sense of this total senselessness? Of course, she's going to look like a mess. And guess what? That narcissist, that coward, that idiot takes advantage of her looks as well. Says to others, look at her. She can't take care of her looks. She has gained weight. She looks ugly. Why would I not lose interest in her? Of course, I'm going to look for attention from somebody else. I deserve better. Why can't she change herself? But nobody knows how fine she was in the beginning, and how he got her to this point where she hardly cares about what she eats, if she exercises or not, and how she looks. The truth is, the narcissist's presence no longer excites her. She knows she cannot be asking for his time and attention. It's all going to be ruined somehow, even if he chooses to give her some time of his day. It's all futile. She has become completely detached, because being emotionally connected or concerned means being receptive to a lot of pain. So why would she care? What that crazy man does not know is that his words and actions have lost the power to affect her. And it's necessary, because she can't take it personally anymore. She knows he's like a dog barking all the time, just laying in one of the corners of the home. And it's his job to do that every single time. She has become used to that noise. What may be irritating, aggravating, disrespectful, and intolerable to others has become her everyday story. And she just lives through it. That's the only thing she can do. But this is not the end of her story. Of course, she can leave. Of course, she can think of moving forward. Right now, I'm talking about it the way I am talking, as it is. Why? Well, it's all about validation. People judge her. Oh, you're not moving forward. Oh, you're not leaving him. Why don't they understand that she is stuck in a freeze mode? She wants to take action, but she doesn't know. She's always tired. She's always occupied with dealing with his abusive actions. He does not leave any room or space in her mind so that she could think and sit with all the things she has got to do and create a plan. She becomes a reflection of her partner's moods, demands, visions of who she should be. Her favorite book gathers dust. Her dreams are abandoned, and she becomes a shell of her former self. She stops expressing her needs, wants, desires, preferences, feeling it's totally pointless to do so. All in all, she doesn't become bitter, nasty, oversensitive. She becomes what that narcissist turns her into, a product of years of abuse. Instead of judging her, we should take a step back and compassionately wonder what must be going on here. What is it that we do not know? And then help her by leaving her alone, by not asking her questions like, oh, why are you staying here? If he's such a bad person, why don't you leave him? She wants to leave, but you need to know she is stuck. Let's end this episode here. Let me know in the comments if you liked it, and I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.